welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Colorado Rockies. John Shelby with you alongside Chris Singleton, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for game 2, Chris.
Well, winning game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they can put a stranglehold on this series with the win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with a chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Jose Barrios. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Middle of the first, no score. Back here with my pal Siggy, and starting this one, Nick Lodolo.
And if this guy isn't already tall enough, he's standing on top of a mound, throwing down at hitters. His stuff can sneak up on you because of the extension he gets and having a deep release point. If batters can attack pitches up in the zone, this lineup will have a chance to do some damage.
Humberto G-Man in the box now. No balls and a strike. G-Man with a homer in his last game. There's a swing and a drive. Dives and makes the catch.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder, you lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Go ahead, run on base. Now it's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Popped up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 3,
Humberto G-Man, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1.
G-Man.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one opts against the fence. Into second, and he's got it doubled.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Devers now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound. 2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out, the only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Up and in, and it's 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Runner around third. He'll score easily. Oh, the throw is over his head, and he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One down. Humberto G-Man digging in for the Rockies. 1 for 2. That one ripped. He makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Rockies.
So 2 away with
Now
nobody
batting,
on.
third
Next to hit for the
baseman,
Rockies,
Alberto
G-Man. 1 for 3. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And a pitch. Ball. That one missed. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll do it. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Seth Baez. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Reds take a 2-game-to-0 lead back home. It's the Colorado Rockies going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd just about ready to go. And on the mound in this one, Rhett Lauder. What do you got on him, Chris?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And that one lifted in the air center field. And that's the third out. We'll go to the bottom of the first. And we're back. And on the hill, the lefty, Shane McClanahan.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can.
It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one finds its way through.
Up next for Colorado.
Runner first and 2 away, and it's Rafael Devers in the box. 1 for 1 with a Louder over to first. G-Man back in on a dive. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Pitch misses, and it's 3-0.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Left-hand hitter waits. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Laureano going back. That one is gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-3.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
2 outs, nobody on. Umberto G-Man getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 3 of the NLCS. Pitch in the dirt, and 1-1. That one is upstairs. Pitch misses there. 3-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Hit hard on the ground is short. To first, and that is that. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. This game. Here's the third baseman, Umberto G-Man. 1 for 3. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. He's safe, and that's a triple off the wall. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach.
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Tony Santillan.
And he may only have to face 1 batter in this spot. At least that's what they're hoping as he tries to strand that runner at third. Big spot here.
Devers in the box now. Takes strike 1. The tying run at the plate. Devers looking to hit career homer number 300 in this game.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Tying run at the plate. Check swing. Went around. In the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. One down, runner at first. Here's the catcher, Seth Baez.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
On the ground. De La Cruz to second. That's a double play. The ball game is over. Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Andrew Abbott. What do you have on here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Humberto G-Man in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Rafael Devers up to hit. Foul ball there. Devers launched a homer in his most recent game. One on, nobody out, a run in here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. Foul ball It stays 0-2. Got him. 1 out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Abe Cologne. Just missed. And that's in for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. 1 out and a runner at second. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Big Dog Rivera stands in now, looks at that one inside. G-Man on at second with 2 down. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering is downstairs. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that's in for a strike. It's 2-2. That's a ball, went with the sweeper. Kyle Tucker up next for the Rockies. Kicks and fires. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Back here at Great American Ballpark, our starting pitcher in this one, Lorenz. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And out of here. He'll circle the bases. His second homer this series, and they add a run. It's 3-0.
They wasted no time in that at-bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So in now for Colorado, Humberto G-Man. He's already homered in this game. Burns back to work. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
This one high in the air to left center. Langford squeezes it, and there's one down. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Bell.
Line drive caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Back here in Cincinnati, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Humberto G-Man. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a...
Pitching for the Reds.
Now it's Devers at the plate.
Number 79.
0 for 3 in this one.
Ian Gilbo.
Foul ball. And a swing and a miss there. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Emilio Pagan getting ready to go. Williamson also throwing. And 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Abe Cologne. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed. In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
There's a strike, and it's 2-1. There's a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BB.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Big Dog Rivera. 1 for 3. And ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Two outs. Good eye in that spot.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So no runs. Next for Colorado, Humberto G-Man. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 8-4. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again. In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close two-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Colorado Rockies going up against the Cincinnati Reds. along with my partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. And as we get set for Game 5, Chris, it seems like this series could still have a few twists and turns in it.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration, but these situations tell us a lot about a team's character, and for some teams, it brings out their absolute best, but for others, it can kind of prove to be an overwhelming.
Just about to get underway, and today's starter, Hunter Green. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Wyatt Langford. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. One up, one down.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Cedric.
Umberto G-Man will hit next.
The third baseman, Umberto G-Man.
Green back to work. That one hit the knees for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to...
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it is gone. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Game 5 of the NLCS. Now the number 2 hitter. Umberto G-Man. Hit in the air, center field. Fairchild under it and makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1. Umberto G-Man digging in for the Rockies. He's already homered in this game. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. Pagan, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, and occasionally works in a splitter. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hauls it in for the out. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Reds.
Cedric Mullins.
That one down the line. And they get Mullins for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
4-1. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Colorado Rockies. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. With Game 6 in front of us, it's an elimination game on one side, but this series feels like it could go either way.
You never want to be down 3-2, but we've seen plenty of teams come back from that, especially when they're playing the last two at home. So it's not an ideal scenario, but playing in your own stadium with your fans behind you probably makes it a little more doable.
And on the flip side, you really don't want to let this go to a Game 7. When the crowd's even more fired up, the momentum's against you. They're looking to finish this thing today. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set, and on the hill in this one, Jose Barrios.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
The other way, he's got it, and that is out number 3. Reds down in order. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here at Coors Field. And our pitcher in this game, Nick Lodolo.
Big-time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
Liner snagged at first. Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder when one of those things comes screaming towards you. Watch your lips.
So one out, nobody on. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Hard hit to third. Whips it to first. And Gleyber Torres retired.
Batting 6, the third baseman, number 3, Jeimer Candelario.
2 outs, base is empty. Jeimer Candelario now at the plate. Oh, what a stop. From his knees, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Here in the 6th game of this National League Championship Series. Now here is Will Benson. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Tries the bare hand, and it gets by him. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Base is empty, one away. Humberto G-Man digging in for the Rockies.
G-Man.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in. Go-ahead run on base. Jonah Bride, the next to hit for the Reds. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 6 of the NLCS. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Fires across the diamond, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 1 left for Cincinnati, and we are still 2 on, 1 out. G-Man digs in now. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. Runner tags from third, and they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job driving that run from third.
One out, runner at second. Jonah Brown getting ready to hit. The tying run at the plate. And that bunted towards third. G-Man throws to first in time.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Bottom of the eighth. Now the third baseman, Humberto G-Man.
Third baseman, Humberto G-Man.
Outside low, 1-0.
All these Rockies digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
And downstairs.
No, that's down. Ball.
That one misses. Now 3-1. Righty delivers. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Man at first, nobody out. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Action in the pen down there. Brandon Williamson up and throwing for Terry Francona. The 0-2. And there's a ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now one away.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. That thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Cologne, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The 1-1. On the ground to first, and that's just foul. One out and a runner at second late here in Game 6. That's down and in. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 3-zip.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you, and you got to love a Game 7, especially with a trip to the World Series on the line, Chris.
Yeah, and the heat's turned up all the way tonight, Boog. The pressure's never higher than in a Game 7, and the pennant's on the line in this one. So it's a matter now of which team can handle it better, which team can put the nerves aside and play clean baseball one play at a time.
Yeah, it's got to be hard to stay in the moment knowing the World Series is just one win away. The stakes are sky high. I've had players tell me the highest level of pressure in the playoffs is in the LCS, not the World Series. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the hill in this one, Lorenz.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Tap foul at the plate. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Ball, that's out.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ball.
That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Escobar gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
G-Man stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Well, these Rockies doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound. I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's Kyle Tucker. 0 for 1 so far. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out.
You know, when you've got cooler temperatures like this, sometimes it's a little harder to get some offense going because hitters just don't want to feel the sting in their hands. They don't barrel it up. So being aggressive there, trying to get into scoring position by stealing a bag, I get it. Sometimes you just have to try to manufacture some runs, especially in temperatures like this.
This ball's chopped on the ground. De La Cruz in plenty of time to first, and that is the decisive 7th game of this National League Championship Series. In now for the Reds, Jonah Bride. This to third, G-Man. Tosses across to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So 2 down. Next to hit for the Rockies, Humberto G-Man. 1 for 3. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. That's his 5th homer in the series. It's 5-4.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Right-handed reliever. That's to third. They take the force out. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Reds 5 and the Rockies 4.
Congratulations to the National League champions. This team clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it now, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
For my partner, Chris Singleton, and our great crew, thanks for watching the National League Championship Series on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Colorado Rockies. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. Getting the nod on the mound, Tarek Skubal. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 open?
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone. He made him pay for that one. And the Rockies jump in front. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
1 down. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to...
Slings it across. Just got him on that one.
You know, I think barehanded grabs might be one of the best-looking plays in baseball. It takes tremendous body control to bend down there, pick it up, and then get into a position to make a quick, accurate throw to first. It all happens in the blink of an eye. It's like a magic trick, but there's a lot that goes into it.
So, runner at second, 2 down. G-Man, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in Game 1 of the World Series. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is foul back. And that's downstairs. And the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the dirt. Escobar at second with 2 down. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. He reached out a walk his first time. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to, being the superstar player in this lineup. They are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one.
2 on, 2 outs. Rip towards third. Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit. Here's the third baseman, Humberto G-Man. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Henderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. Gets it to first, 2 down. That one lifted to left. Quan settles under this one. Makes the catch. And that is that.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Colorado Rockies. About to get started here. Getting the nod in this one, Jose Barrios. What do we need to know here?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to.
Over to first. That ends the frame. Back here in Denver. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Humberto G-Man digging in for the Rockies. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Swing and a ball popped up. G-Man gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Trying to bunt his way on. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Humberto G-Man. Line drive. Noel pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And a sac bunt here. G-Man zips it across. First out in the top of the 8th. Here at the bottom of the 9th one. G-Man now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Off the rocks and out of here. A home run. He hammers one out to center. His second homer this series, and they close the gap. It's 6-2. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around.
Man at first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Big Dog Rivera. 1 strike away. Soft contact in the air. That's the ball game.
Winning never gets old, but it's also important to come out and play with some level of a fear of failure. That's what brings out the best, knowing that if I don't bring it today, we can lose, and nobody likes to lose.
All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Gavin Williams.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Out to center. Lee drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. At the plate, Stephen Kwan.
For the Guardians, the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Bunting for a hit. Tries the bare hand, and it gets by him. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Humberto G-Man digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Williams back to work. Swinging a foul out of play. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. Didn't go.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You got to be sharp.
Headed towards the corner. Quan sprinting after it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. And that one in the air center field. Lee settles underneath it. Corrals it. And there's one down. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
The third baseman.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Gets under it and pops it up. G-Man sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. World Series Game 3. Now the third baseman, Humberto G-Man. The pitch. That misses the zone. Ball 1. G-Man went deep in his most recent game. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard.
And I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here! That's his 3rd home run of the series, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So up next, Humberto G-Man. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses. G-Man matched a homer in his last game. That's out to center field. Dives, and he can't hang on. Around first, heading for 2. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Tucker stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The 1-0. That clips the corner. Activity in the bullpen. Evan Phillips up and loosening in the pen. Stephan also getting ready. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one not close. And now 3-1. Cologne and the Colorado on deck circle. And that one fouled off. Man at second. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Got him swinging. 1 run on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 1 man left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit. Umberto G-Man digging in for the Rockies. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Runners on first and third, 2 away here in Game 3 of the World Series. And that one popped in the air, left field. Kwan settles underneath it. And that is that. Now the number 2 hitter, Umberto G-Man. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Right through there for a strike. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Kyle Tucker up next for the Rockies. And they're all loaded up.
Take the bait.
Now batting.
So bases all loaded up. Here's Kyle Tucker. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Slade Ciccone getting loose out there. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Smoked on the ground a second. Fires over to first. And Tucker is retired.
Game 3s are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
So singy as the numbers show. now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Cleveland Guardians. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling.
So just about set now. And getting to start, Patrick Sandoval.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan.
The left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Swing and a pop-up. Should have this one. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
G-Man in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. The lefty fires. Ripped to right. And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first baseman, number 8, Abe Cologne.
Abe Cologne will hit next. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that is out of play.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
That smash towards center. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. Devers now. Grounded out his first time up.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Here's your 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And that's downstairs and outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Rivera in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle. Doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 outs and a runner at third here in Game 4 of the World Series. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Two outs. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
A A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to
Umberto G-Man getting ready to hit. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Baez on third. Huerta at second. Escobar at first. 2 out of the inning. Not even close there. 2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. One runs in, and it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Now the second run is in to score from first, and they lead by 2.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So runner at second, 2 down. Cologne digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch just misses. Runner at second, 2 down. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. 1-1. Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rockies 3 and the Guardians 1. Stepping up for the Guardians, Otto Lopez.
Second baseman, Otto.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in Game 4 of the World Series. On the ground, 2 ball. Goes to second for 1, and that's 2. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. Guardians 4 and the Rockies 3. Back now at Progressive Field. Here's the third baseman, Umberto G-Man. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Pitch misses there. 1-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Not close with that one. 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And it's filled up. Cologne in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. This one in the air. Sweeney. And it's caught for the out.
All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration, but these situations tell us a lot about a team's character, and for some teams, it brings out their absolute best, but for others, it can kind of prove to be an overwhelming scenario to face, and so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And towing the slab, Pablo Lopez. What do you look for here?
Well, he tried to make it through the 5th inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to shake it off, come back out today, and try to throw a gem.
Umberto G-Man digging in for the Rockies. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, out, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Umberto G-Man now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. That misses. Ball 1. On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out. So 1 out, nobody on. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Umberto G-Man. 0 for 2 in this one. Swung on, belted. Kwan going back. Hits the fence. Into second with a double. And they've got something brewing now.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Abe Cologne digging in for the Rockies.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Keegan Thompson, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Phillips warming up as well. 1 out and a runner at second here in Game 5 of the World Series. That's off the mark. 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Devers in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Man at second. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. G-Man, the next to hit.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run. Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
And that one fouled off. Go-ahead run at second here in the late stages of Game 5. And a slider misses down and away.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
This one in the air. Ramirez snags it for the second out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Trey Sweeney digs in for the Guardians. On the ground to the left. Sends it to first. And we stay tied as the inning ends. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We look ahead to inning number 8. We are tied 2-2. First and second, 2 outs. G-Man getting ready to hit. 1 for 4 with a double. And that one is downstairs. And it's 1-0.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Two on, 2 outs. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Check swing, and he held up. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in Game 5 of the World Series.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Deep breath, he's ready, and he fires.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they jump in front in the 9th. It's 5-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs,
Now
runner
batting,
on first.
shortstop,
Trey
Red.
Sweeney digs in for the Guardians. Tying run at the plate. Lined into right. And that's it. They are World Series champions.
Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these players. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when they return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. Chris Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Shambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.